Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business? I would have to put my brothers, and it was intentional, and it was ugly.
For years, Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey have been celebrated as icons of success and pillars of wholesome entertainment. They've built empires and captivated millions with their charisma and charm, all while maintaining a squeaky clean public image. But, as the saying goes, not everything that glitters is gold. Monique, the fearless and outspoken comedian and actress, is stepping into the spotlight with some shocking revelations. She's pulling back the curtain on what she claims are deeply disturbing secrets that these men have been hiding. According to Monique, Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey have gone to extreme lengths to protect their careers and public personas, allegedly involving the exploitation and sacrifice of young boys. This is more than just a scandal. It's a potential earthquake set to rock the foundations of Hollywood and the entertainment industry. For too long, Perry and Harvey have managed to stay under the radar, but their time in the shadows is coming to an end. Monique, alongside others who refuse to stay silent any longer, is on a mission to expose the truth and hold these powerful figures accountable. So, grab your popcorn and get comfortable, because Monique is on their ass, and she's not backing down.
What is that black to that black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed. By some black who had no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly. So y'all can suck my if I had one.
Monique has been on a mission for years to expose some of the biggest moguls in the entertainment industry. She's not one to shy away from the truth, no matter how powerful the people she's taking on might be. Remember when she went toe-to-toe with Oprah and Tyler Perry? She called them out for their alleged behind-the-scenes manipulation and the ways they tried to silence her. And then there was T.D. Jakes, the influential pastor and filmmaker, who found himself in Monique's crosshairs for similar reasons. Now, it's Steve Harvey's turn. Steve Harvey, the comedian and TV host beloved by many, is about to face the same relentless scrutiny. Monique is shining a spotlight on him, claiming that he too has dark secrets that need to be brought to light. It's not just about personal vendettas for Monique. She's on a quest to clean up the industry and hold these powerful figures accountable for their actions. Monique's journey hasn't been easy. She's faced backlash, been blacklisted, and endured endless criticism. Yet, she remains undeterred. Her resilience and unwavering commitment to justice are truly inspiring. With Steve Harvey now in her sights, we can expect more explosive revelations and a fierce battle ahead. So stay tuned, because Monique is just getting started, and she's not letting anyone off the hook. But wait, what did Harvey do that he got on Monique's radar? Now, in order for you to understand what's going on here, let me give you a little context. Steve Harvey first became a dad in August 1982 when he and his first wife, Marcia, welcomed twin daughters, Carly and Brandy. They had a son, Broderick, in 1991, but their marriage ended in 1994 when their third child was still a toddler. Harvey quickly moved on and married Mary Shackelford in 1996. They had a son, Winton, in July 1997. Unfortunately, their marriage ended in a messy divorce in 2005. Not one to stay single for long, Harvey started dating Marjorie Bridges the same year. By early 2008, he was married for the third time. Marjorie had 3 children from a previous relationship, Morgan, Jason, and Lorie, whom Harvey adopted, expanding his family from 4 kids to 7. The union of our family has been the greatest thing ever to happen to me. The kids all call me Dad, he shared with Essence in 2008. While Steve Harvey's family life eventually found a happy ending, he experienced some rocky times along the way. When his twin daughters, Brandy and Carly, were young, Steve admittedly left them behind to pursue his dreams of becoming a comedian. In a 2016 interview with People, he shared how he quit his stable job as an insurance salesman after winning $50 at his first stand-up show. I was married, had twins, and was supposed to provide for them, but I had to take this chance, he explained. This decision led to the end of his first marriage and estrangement from his daughters. Thankfully, they reconciled years later, giving Steve a second chance with them. During his contentious divorce from Mary Shackelford, Steve gained primary custody of their son Winton in 2011, when Winton was 13. According to the New York Daily News, Shackelford accused Steve of taking Winton without her consent, but Steve claimed she wanted Winton to live with him. She willingly placed the child on an airplane and sent him to Mr. Harvey without his knowledge, his defense team stated in court documents. Despite the turmoil, Steve and Winton have maintained a strong relationship. Now, Steve has been married to Lorie Harvey since 2007, but it seems that she and Steve's eldest daughters, Brandy and Carly, haven't always seen eye to eye. Lorie loves spending time with her large blended family, but she's often been accused of excluding the twins, as they are usually absent from her family photos. For instance, when Lorie shared a video of the family's festive home decor during Christmas 2018, fans quickly noticed the twins' absence. This pattern continued in August the following year, when Lorie posted an Instagram photo of the family on vacation in Monte Carlo, once again without the twins. And right in the middle of all of this, we noticed that Steve has a weird kind of obsession with Lorie, who he adopted. You might have noticed how Steve Harvey seems more involved in Lorie's life compared to his biological daughters, Brandy and Carly. It sparked a lot of curiosity and speculation about what could be behind it all. There are hints and rumors swirling around that suggest there might be some deeper, darker reasons for this uneven involvement. It's been said that Steve had some tough times with his biological daughters in the past, possibly due to choices he made earlier on in his career. There's talk about him not being as present in their lives during crucial times, focusing more on his career ambitions instead. On the flip side, Steve has been very supportive of Lorie since she was young, encouraging her in everything from her horseback riding dreams to her successful career in modeling, and now her skincare line. This stark difference in how he's involved with his biological daughters versus his stepdaughter has definitely caught people's attention. And this is where Monique comes into play to expose him. The reason why he can't stop obsessing over Lorie is because of her dating life and his connection to it. Now, I know the idea of a stepdad obsessing over his daughter's dating life might sound weird, but it's true. You see, Lorie Harvey's love life has definitely been a topic of interest, with her dating some high-profile names, including P. Diddy. Reports started swirling about Lorie and Diddy in July 2019, when they were seen together in various places like Italy, Mexico, and New York City. They even hung out with Steve Harvey during a dinner, where Lorie was spotted cozying up to Diddy. Christian Combs, Diddy's son, hinted about their relationship, mentioning they were good but keeping things private. Before Diddy, rumors linked Lorie to Justin Combs in 2018 and Trey Songz. She also reportedly dated Lewis Hamilton after Justin. More recently, Lorie had a relationship with Michael B. Jordan, which ended in mid-2022. Sources say Lorie realized they weren't on the same page about their future plans. She's had engagements too, like with Dutch footballer Memphis Depay. Another short-lived romance was with Damson Idris, which fans saw coming. When Damson mentioned his ex still being in the picture, people questioned the relationship's authenticity. It's clear Lorie's romantic life keeps people talking. There's been speculation that Steve Harvey took a keen interest in Lorie's romantic life, particularly when she dated P. Diddy, as it opened doors for him to attend Diddy's exclusive parties and move in the same circles. Lorie's relationships with high-profile figures like Diddy have often put her in glamorous settings and social circles, and Steve's presence at such events has raised eyebrows. Observers have noted that Steve seemed to enjoy being connected to Lorie's world, where she's mingling with celebrities and attending elite gatherings. This has led to conjecture about whether Steve's interest in Lorie's relationships goes beyond paternal support, possibly tapping into the perks of being associated with her high-profile partners. While these theories are speculative, they highlight the intrigue surrounding Steve and Lorie's dynamic and the intersection of their personal lives with Hollywood's glitzy scene. When Steve Harvey shows up at parties with someone like P. Diddy, it makes you wonder what they're up to, right? Diddy's all about music, business ventures, and that whole flashy lifestyle. So, hanging out with him could mean anything from talking business deals to just enjoying the VIP treatment at his shady events. You can imagine they're probably discussing all sorts of things, maybe potential projects, or just swapping stories about life in the spotlight. It's not unusual for celebs from different fields to mix it up and find common ground, whether it's in entertainment, business ventures, or even just enjoying the perks of their status. Of course, the details of what goes down at these gatherings are kept pretty private, but Monique here is hinting that she has a clue what these guys are up to. And honestly, it's not hard to believe, and we all know she's not lying. I mean, in the past, all the stuff that she has said about Tyler Perry and Puffy has ended up being the truth. Now, for those of you who don't know, Monique and Perry go a long way back, so she has a lot of dirt on him. You see, their feud started around the time she worked on a movie that Perry and Oprah produced. After wrapping up filming for the movie Precious, where Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry were executive producers, Monique was asked to join a press tour to promote the film. She agreed to do interviews and appear on talk shows as part of her promotional duties. However, when she was requested to attend the Cannes Film Festival in France, Monique declined. She explained that the producers wanted her to attend the prestigious event without compensation, as it was not included in her original contract.
Then, Tyler Perry and I had a conversation at the Hoodie Awards. At the time, it was called the Hoodie Awards, when they were trying to get me to go do all of this press internationally.
And for those that don't know, who put on that Hoodie Award?
Steve Harvey put on the Hoodie Awards in Vegas, right? So it just makes me smile the way this whole scene went down. So I'm beckoned to go into Tyler Perry's dressing room, right? I'm beckoned. So I go into Tyler Perry's dressing room, and there are about maybe 25 people on Tyler Perry's team. And he does this.
Like that. Okay.
And everyone leaves. Well, I have my security with me. And I looked at my security and like, you don't work for Tyler Perry. So my security stayed in the room. So Tyler Perry says to me, listen, you may really want to consider promoting this film, because if you get nominated for an Oscar award, your next film is $3 to $5 million. And if you win it, your next film is $6 to $8 million. I said, Tyler, who you talking to? I'm a black woman. Where do they pay those type of salaries, brother? I said, what I cannot do, Tyler, is work for free. I've done what I was supposed to do. I cannot go overseas and do this for free, Tyler. So then he goes on about his spiel, you know. I said, well, listen, you can write me the check for me to go overseas. I don't care where the money comes from, but I'm not gonna do it for free. He says, well, I don't believe in giving money away for free. I said, I don't believe in working for free, so we're on the same page.
Fans also agreed with her stance. One person wrote, yep, I agree with Monique. Tyler lets Meghan and Harry fly to the Bahamas on his jet, most likely for free and elsewhere, but cannot pay Monique to go to Cannes for the film festival to promote Precious. Don't like Tyler, don't like Oprah. I refuse to watch anything they do now. One person wrote on X, Oprah and Tyler Perry are two people in Black Hollywood that scare me and would ruin my career over something small. Another added, when Monique talks about her experience with Tyler Perry and Oprah, what's clear to me is that two black billionaire capitalists tried to exploit her labor and make her work for free. When she refused to do so, they blackballed her. It really highlights the paradox of black excellence.
Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, and stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments, what you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
Monique stood firm in her decision not to attend, and later expressed her frustration with the situation. In a statement to The Hollywood Reporter, she emphasized her busy schedule, including talk shows and a comedy tour, and prioritized spending time with her husband and children during her downtime. Monique made it clear that she had fulfilled her obligations and felt no obligation to participate further.
So when I get Whoopi Goldberg on the flip saying, them little ones coming behind you, you better give a damn about you. That crushed me that day in her dressing room, because see, Whoopi Goldberg told me the salary she makes from The View, and that hurt my feelings, that you've been there for 10 years and you accept them paying you that, and you telling me, don't worry about the little one coming up. God damn if I ain't gotta be worried about you too, because you accept that salary, it makes it hard. So for 8 years, my family has suffered and my career has suffered, because what I would not allow those entities to do was bully me. And because I didn't allow the bullying to happen, this is now what I sit in.
After tensions arose between Monique and Tyler Perry, stemming from her decision not to attend the Cannes Film Festival for Precious, Monique alleges that her career suffered and she was unfairly branded as difficult to work with by producers. Over the years, Monique has claimed that director Lee Daniels personally expressed regret over how she was treated by the producers of the film. However, both Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry have not publicly apologized for their roles in the controversy. Monique has stated that she possesses an audio recording from 2022, where Tyler Perry allegedly agrees to reconcile and publicly acknowledge his mistakes. Despite this, Monique has indicated that Perry has not followed through on his commitment. During an appearance on Club Shay Shay, Monique mentioned that she shared the audio recording with civil rights leader Al Sharpton, who agreed to facilitate a public discussion aimed at resolving the issues between them.
And then fast forward. Things, everything kind of comes out with Lee, Oprah, and there's an audio conversation that you guys had with Tyler.
I got a call on my cell, and her and I would just so happen to be standing together. And that's when he called me and looking for Monique to say, hey, I'd like to speak with y'all because I heard your podcast, I could hear the hurt, and you heard the audio.
For the viewers listening, we're gonna play the audio now.
The community is involved, and they want to see how it's going to play out. Because the community is saying, wait a minute, hold up. We don't know this sister to be no bullshitter. We know she a loudmouth. We know she'll say some shit off the wall. But what we know about it is she true to her word.
And all I would ask you is two questions. The first question is, did you not just say it was wrong?
Tyler.
Did you not just say it was wrong, Tyler? To say she was difficult for not doing something that she was not contractually obligated to do? Did you not say that you would feel that that was wrong? Or am I missing something?
I absolutely said that, yes.
So the question I would say is,
okay, is there a number? Just taking that back to them was just a huge problem, okay? And I'm going to David Calvert thing in a minute, because I just watched your podcast, and it really broke my heart, because number one, I feel you. I feel the sadness that's from you in all of this. And I don't want you to feel that. I mean, especially from me. I can't speak for anybody else. But from me, I'm not anyone that wants to hurt or offend anybody, especially you. I think you are brilliantly talented. I think you should have a lot more happening that award. I thought for sure that if you had campaigned and won it and played by their rules, what would happen is in the next deal, you would have got more money, millions of dollars, and your career in the film would have been much different. I believe that much in your talent. So in saying all of that, I just say it's just heartbreaking, because I don't ever want you to think that I'm not trying to blackball or say anything. So please give me what I say. I'm not trying to hurt you. I would never try to hurt you.
One person wrote, can't even look at either of them the same since that Monique all Clay Shay Shay interview. Tyler Perry is just as phony as Oprah. After reaching out to Al Sharpton and experiencing 6 months of silence from him, Monique expressed frustration during her appearance on Club Shay Shay. She suggested that Sharpton's subsequent public appearances, including comments about flying on Tyler Perry's private jet, might explain why she hadn't heard back from him regarding their planned mediation.
Let me just say this about Spike, anybody else, all the critics, anybody else. It's only black people that do this to each other. I have never seen Jewish people complaining about Seinfeld. I've never seen Italian people complaining about The Sopranos. It's only us as Negroes that do this to each other. And I can't fix it. Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois did it.
Tyler Perry, meanwhile, has never publicly addressed the feud or taken responsibility for Monique's career setbacks, according to her statements. Clearly not ready to let go of the conflict, Monique intends to address her grievances during Cat Williams' Dark Matter tour. This indicates that she remains determined to confront and discuss the unresolved issues surrounding her experiences with Perry and other producers from Precious. But that is not the only issue she has with Perry, because she's not the only artist Perry has exploited. Alright, so Monique's been making some pretty heavy claims about Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey. She has been vocal recently, alleging some pretty disturbing things about Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey. According to her, they're not just powerful figures in entertainment, they're allegedly involved in some seriously dark practices. She's claimed they're sacrificing young boys and exploiting young talent in ways that are deeply troubling.
Once the harassment started, I was like, well, I gotta protect me, because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording So I have them offering me money.
What she's suggesting is that there's a culture of fear in Hollywood, where up-and-coming actors and performers feel they can't speak out against these big names because they might face consequences. Perry, especially, is known for his influence in the industry, and being on his bad side could mean getting blackballed, essentially ending your career before it even starts.
Mr. Perry comes in, everything changes. So we literally run the entire episode for him, and he hates it. Does that mean I have to learn a whole new script? Yes, that's what it means.
Now, allegations like these are no joke. They need to be taken seriously and investigated thoroughly to get to the truth. If there's any truth to Monique's claims, it would shine a light on a really toxic aspect of the entertainment world, where power and control can overshadow ethical behavior and respect for others. It's important for the industry to create a safe environment where people feel empowered to speak up about abuse or misconduct without fear of retaliation. That's the only way to ensure that everyone, regardless of their status or connections, is treated with fairness and respect. And we have also seen how recently he's been bonding with TD Jakes, and that makes everything even shadier because Jakes is also involved in a lot of horrible stuff.
Remember when I said earlier, I've never seen so many cowards and black men in this business? I would have to put my brother Tyler Perry in that. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. See, when I see you do a clip and you go to TD Jakes' church, and I watch you write a check for $1 million in front of the congregation, and you give it to this man, was that for the congregation to give more money? Or was that really genuine? See, when no one's watching, who are you? To when everyone's watching. And we got a chance to see him when no one was watching. See, your listeners will hear that audio when he makes statements like, and I gotta bring this up, Daddy, because it's a part of it and you understand the devalue of black women. Recently, I saw a quote that my sister Taraji put out there and said, Tyler Perry was the first person to pay me my quote. And that's a black man. Well, he says, I'm the first person to pay Taraji P. Henson the most money she's ever made. And then we said, but did you pay her fairly? And then he said, I paid her more than she's ever made. What does that mean, brother? When you go and buy Tiffany Haddish a car, see, if we remember the movie Cadillac Records, I'll keep buying you a car, but I won't give you what you're worth.
Fans have recently been diving deep into the connections between Tyler Perry and TD Jakes, and some of what they're uncovering is pretty intriguing. There's this viral clip floating around where Tyler Perry is caught in the act of blessing TD Jakes during one of his sermons. Now here's the kicker. Perry isn't exactly your typical pastor or religious leader. He's the guy behind some major Hollywood hits, not known for his Sunday sermons. In this clip that's got everyone talking, Perry can be seen laying hands on Jakes, who's a well-known pastor, and performing this blessing gesture. It's definitely raised eyebrows and sparked a lot of questions. Why would a film mogul like Perry be taking on a role that's traditionally reserved for ordained clergy? It's a puzzling scenario that's got fans speculating about the deeper dynamics of their relationship.
You can change your hair, you can change your clothes, you can change your style, you can change your walk. They still not gonna like you. You have to accept being a misfit. Look at somebody and say, I'm different. I'm different. You ain't never seen nobody like me before. You're never gonna see anybody like me again. I'm different. And after years and years of low self-esteem and crying about it, I'm finally starting to accept that I'm different. I'm cool with it. I'm okay with it. I can live with it. I understand it. I've been trained in it. I learned how to be a misfit. It doesn't matter that you don't like me, and it doesn't matter that you don't believe in me. I can stand on my own because I had an encounter with Jesus.
People are wondering if there's more going on behind the scenes between Perry and Jakes than meets the eye. Is there a personal connection, a spiritual bond? And Perry has done a lot of questionable stuff, so Monique's story is not hard to believe.
Sometimes you spend too much time worried about your haters. You spend too much time worried about people talking about you. But what you need to understand is that the Bible says in order for you to be blessed, your haters have to be present. How do I know that? The book of Psalms says he prepareth a table before me in the presence of my enemies. So in order for me to eat, they have to be present. So God bless you, Bishop. I pray right now that you will continue to do everything you're doing. I pray his anointing will stay upon you. I pray the power of God all over you. I pray his favor. I pray the blood of Jesus will come upon you right now. Keep you in his care. God, I thank you for your blessings.
I mean, Tyler Perry's journey to fame indeed hasn't been without its controversies. He's risen to incredible heights in Hollywood, but along the way, there have been bumps and criticisms. One notable point of contention is how he's handled certain situations where his actions have raised eyebrows rather than praise. For instance, there have been persistent rumors about clashes between Perry and Oprah Winfrey, two titans of the entertainment industry. It's quite something to imagine anyone going head-to-head with Oprah, given her stature and influence. Whether these clashes were about creative differences, personal disputes, or something else entirely, it certainly adds to the intrigue surrounding Perry's career. Then there are the less glamorous stories, like the allegations that Perry allegedly fired writers who were advocating for union benefits. That's a tough pill to swallow, especially in an industry where labor rights and fair treatment of workers are ongoing issues. It raises questions about Perry's commitment to supporting the people behind the scenes who contribute to his success. It's not uncommon for figures in Hollywood to face scrutiny, and Perry is no exception. His success and influence mean that his actions and decisions are under constant public and industry scrutiny. How he navigates these challenges and criticisms ultimately shapes his legacy in the entertainment world. After achieving blockbuster success in movies, he turned his focus to television, where he made a significant impact with his sitcom, House of Pain. The show resonated with audiences, blending humor and heart in a way that solidified Perry's reputation as a powerhouse in TV. However, just as Perry was poised to expand his television empire with a lucrative syndication deal and spin-off series like Meet the Browns, trouble brewing behind the scenes. Deadline, a prominent industry publication, dropped a bombshell. Perry had fired 4 writers who had requested union contracts. This move sparked immediate backlash and accusations of mistreatment. The Writers Guild of America swiftly intervened, charging Perry's production company with unfair labor practices and accusing them of negotiating in bad faith. The situation quickly escalated into a messy legal and public relations battle, tarnishing Perry's image as he faced allegations of disregarding labor rights and exploiting his creative team. The fallout was deeply felt among the writers, who expressed a sense of betrayal and frustration. Terry Brown Jackson, one of the dismissed writers, voiced her disappointment to Deadline, lamenting how they were instrumental in creating over 100 episodes of House of Pain, only to be discarded when it came time to share in the show's success through syndication and spin-offs. And that's not even all of it. So back in 2015, Tyler Perry found himself in a bit of a showdown with actor unions over his stage play, Medea on the Run. Here's the kicker. Perry's production company refused to sign a union contract, which didn't sit well with the unions at all. Now, why is this such a big deal, you ask? Well, according to IndieWire, a union contract is like a rule book that lays out how actors should be treated on the job. It covers things like fair pay, working conditions, and protections to ensure everyone's rights are respected. By not signing on the dotted line, Perry basically signaled that he wasn't too keen on playing by those rules, especially if they could cut into his profits from the show. The unions weren't having it. They took a stand to protect their members, saying no union actor could work on Perry's play without that contract in place. It was a bold move, sparking a debate about where the line is drawn between artistic independence and ensuring fair treatment for those working in the industry. One person wrote, "Monique has been telling us for years, Oprah and Tyler Perry exploit black people to get rich, but y'all paid her dust." People are even starting to see the horrible connection between Perry and Harvey. One person wrote, "Oprah and Tyler Perry are two of the biggest in the black community. Steve Harvey is no better than dog on the sole of my shoe. These three do not speak for the black community at large." Taraji P. Henson called Oprah out. Another wrote, "I can't believe all the people in the comments saying she needs to get over it. These people blackballed and destroyed her career, and then won't stand with or defend her in public and left her to fight on her own. She's clearly hurt." So, what do you think? Is Perry really involved in all of these hideous things with Steve Harvey? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on any new videos. And until then, fam, keep it real.